often far more complex and crucial than it maybe gets credit for. The academic advisor. Think about it. Have you ever stood at a crossroads, in your education or maybe even your career, needing truly insightful guidance, but also wanting the space to forge your own path?
Yeah.
Or have you ever wondered what really goes into becoming that person who can deftly navigate someone through a maze of options, opportunities, and potential pitfalls?
It's a great question.
We're pulling back the curtain on this essential function, exploring not just the what, but the really ingenious how of academic advising.
And it's fascinating because, on the surface, many people might just see academic advising as purely administrative.
Right, like signing forms.
Exactly, just signing off on forms or scheduling classes. But the sources you brought us, particularly this in-depth interview guide for academic advisors, it reveals a role that is a true masterclass in personalized support, strategic communication, and proactive problem solving. It's about so much more than paperwork.
Exactly. And this deep dive, it's designed to be your shortcut to understanding the genuine core competencies of an academic advisor. We're aiming for those aha moments, uncovering the surprising facts and just enough wit, hopefully, to keep you thoroughly hooked. Our mission is really to distill the most impactful nuggets of knowledge.
Yeah, get to the core.
Right, so you can walk away not just well-informed about a role crucial to student success, but also maybe equipped with strategies that might just resonate in your own life, whether you're seeking guidance or, providing it. So let's cast our gaze right to the core. If we look at what employers are seeking, what does our guide pinpoint as the absolute most critical purpose of an academic advisor?
Right.
Is it just about ticking boxes or something, bigger?
Well, the source, it makes it really clear. The most important role is to guide and support students in making informed decisions that promote their academic and personal growth.
Informed decisions.
Yeah, it really emphasizes that word informed. It's not about telling students what to do, but providing them with the context, the options, the tools to make choices that truly align with their aspirations.
Right.
This isn't just about courses, it's about their whole developmental journey,
That distinction, between informing and directing, that feels crucial. The guide elaborates, talking about advisors listening carefully to their challenges and aspirations, then offering practical advice, whether that's choosing courses or exploring career options, to support their success and confidence along the way. But here's the practical challenge, right? How do advisors offer this holistic support consistently, especially when they often manage pretty significant caseloads?
Yeah, that's the million-dollar question.
Does the guide touch upon the sheer practicalities of maintaining that deep personalized engagement?
It does, sort of implicitly. The emphasis isn't just on what to say, but really how to build that foundational relationship early on.
Oh.
It's almost like efficiency through quality interaction, recognizing that a truly informed decision up front can actually prevent a lot of problems down the line.
Makes sense.
It's an investment, really, in the student's long-term autonomy.
Okay, so how do advisors translate this foundational purpose into, actual action? Getting students actively involved in their own planning and decision-making seems absolutely key.
Definitely.
What methods does the guide highlight for fostering that kind of engagement?
Well, the guide places a huge emphasis on strategies that empower the student. It champions things like personalized goal setting and regular check-ins to keep students not just involved, but genuinely invested. A prime example given is using tailored questions to help them reflect on their strengths and interests, making the planning more meaningful.
So asking them, not just telling them.
Exactly. It's about shifting from the advisor delivering information to the student sort of discovering their path. With guidance, of course. That's a subtle but really powerful psychological lever.
And what about the art of communication itself? Because, surely a one-size-fits-all approach just won't work.
At all.
Some students are probably introverts, others more outgoing, some prefer data, others maybe anecdotes. What did you find surprising about the guide's insights on adapting communication?
This is where it gets really nuanced. The source emphasizes that adaptability isn't just like good practice, it's essential for effectiveness.
Right.
It's about actively listening, really listening to understand each student's unique needs, then adjusting your language, your pace, even your medium.
Medium, like how you talk to them.
Yeah, exactly. For example, it notes some might prefer straightforward advice, while others benefit from a more supportive conversational approach.
Right.
And sometimes it even means using visual explanations. So I use diagrams or examples to make things clearer and more relatable. It's about meeting the student where they are, not forcing them into some preset mold.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
We've all been in situations where information, no matter how vital, just feels impenetrable. What happens when the academic roadmap itself is incredibly complex? How do advisors simplify without oversimplifying, or maybe worse, sounding patronizing?
That's a brilliant distinction. The guide really focuses on building understanding step by step. The truly effective advisors don't just tell, they actively check for comprehension.
Okay, so they check in.
Yeah, they might break down the steps into manageable parts, use simple language, yes, but the critical insight is the checking in regularly, asking questions to confirm they were following.
Okay.
It highlights that complexity isn't just about the information itself, but about the student's mental model of it. Advisors meticulously build that understanding with patience and an iterative approach.
Kind of building it together.
Exactly. Ensuring the student truly grasps the path ahead. It's a lesson beyond just academic advising, isn't it?
Absolutely. We've talked about tailoring communication for engagement, but let's be real. We've all been there, trying to offer helpful advice only to have it meet like a brick wall of resistance.
Oh, yeah.
It's like trying to explain advanced calculus to a houseplant. It can be frustrating and seemingly futile. What does our guide reveal about navigating those moments when a student just isn't receptive to guidance? Is there some secret handshake or a more strategic approach?
Definitely not a secret handshake. The guide suggests a strategic step back. The key is apparently to take a step back to listen more and understand their perspective.
So listen first.
Yeah. Often, building trust and showing genuine interest helps open the door. It's about respecting their autonomy and gently guiding them, recognizing that resistance often stems from unvoiced concerns or maybe a misunderstanding. An example shared illustrates this really well. By exploring their concerns and relating advice to their goals, they became more engaged and willing to collaborate.
So finding the connection.
Exactly. It shifted from a potential confrontation to a collaboration.
That makes sense. It sounds like advisors act almost like, investigative journalists in those moments.
Sort of, yeah.
But there's a fine line between truly guiding and, frankly, just spoon-feeding answers, right?
Oh, absolutely.
How do advisors manage to provide really helpful advice while still empowering students to think critically and, own their choices?
That's a crucial question about genuine empowerment. The source is clear. Advisors offer clear advice that helps students understand their options while encouraging them to take ownership of their choices.
Encouraging ownership. Okay.
This isn't about giving them the answer. It's about giving them the tools and the confidence to find it themselves. They do this by asking questions that prompt their own thinking.
The questioning again.
Exactly. It's a delicate dance of support and challenge, allowing students to learn from both successes and setbacks, which is just invaluable for their development.
Sometimes, though, truly complex situations call for creative thinking.
Yeah.
Like beyond the standard playbook. Our source mentions an advisor helping a student who is juggling intense coursework with a demanding part-time job and just risking burnout. The solution wasn't just quit your job, which might not have been feasible. What was the creative approach there?
Yes. This shows how advisors become true problem solvers, really. The advisor developed a flexible study plan that grouped assignments by deadline and complexity, allowing focused blocks of study alongside their shifts. What's particularly insightful here is that it wasn't just about rearranging the schedule. It was about understanding the students' energy peaks and stressors and designing this bespoke solution that respected their real-world constraints.
Wow, that's really personalized.
It really is. It transformed a potential crisis into a manageable challenge, demonstrating genuine ingenuity.
So, moving beyond the intensive one-on-one sessions, what about the broader academic landscape? How do these expert advisors identify potential problems or challenges before they escalate into, full-blown crises?
Well, proactivity is a recurring theme in the guide, and it seems to stem from building strong rapport early on. Advisors focus on building open communication with students early on and use those regular check-ins to spot if someone's struggling, but it goes deeper. They also stay attentive to patterns like drops in attendance or grades.
The data points.
Right, to intervene calmly and supportively. It's about recognizing the subtle red flags and addressing them with a light touch before they become emergencies. They're kind of like academic detectives, but with a supportive, not accusatory approach.
That's a good way to put it. And with universities being these vast ecosystems of support,
Yeah.
how do advisors ensure students don't just know about all these resources, but actually feel comfortable and empowered to use them effectively. Because it's one thing to list a website, right? It's another to see a student actually benefit from it.
That's a critical point. The guide suggests a multi-channel and personalized approach. Advisors share information about academic resources through multiple channels, emails, workshops, and one-on-one meetings tailored to each student's background and goals.
Tailored again?
Exactly. But the real insight, I think, is the contextualization. For instance, helping international students connect with writing centers by first addressing their specific concerns in informal chats.
Making it less formal.
Yeah, it made the resources feel more accessible and less intimidating. It's about bridging that psychological gap, not just the information gap.
Makes sense. The academic world, much like any other field, is constantly evolving, isn't it?
Constantly.
Curricula change, policies shift, new opportunities emerge. How do advisors manage to stay current themselves, ensuring the advice they give is always accurate and relevant?
This commitment to continuous learning seems foundational. The guide highlights that advisors regularly attend department meetings and reviewing official university communications, such as emails and updates on the staff portal.
So, paying attention.
Absolutely. And they also make a point to connect with faculty colleagues to discuss any upcoming changes. This isn't just about reading memos, it's about actively engaging with the whole academic ecosystem.
Networking, almost.
Kind of, yeah. It ensures they provide not just accurate, but prompt and forward-looking advice. It's a proactive learning approach that's honestly a valuable lesson for all of us, no matter our field.
True. Okay, so after exploring all these specific strategies and skills, what's the underlying philosophy that ties this all together? What's the guiding star for an academic advisor in, let's say, an ideal world?
The advising philosophy articulated in the source is really quite powerful. It's centered on understanding each student's unique goals and challenges, offering tailored guidance that empowers their decision-making.
Empowering decision-making.
Yes, and creating a supportive space where students feel heard and encouraged to develop independence.
It's fundamentally student-centered, yes, but it goes beyond that to fostering a student's agency and self-efficacy.
So building them up. Exactly. It's about developing capable individuals, not just successful students.
And finally, let's get down to the brass tacks here. We've alluded to the fact that advisors often manage significant caseloads.
Huge caseloads sometimes.
Dealing with diverse and sometimes really urgent issues.
Yeah.
What practical strategies does the guide offer for managing that high-pressure environment effectively? Because empathy is great, but without organization, it can quickly turn into, well, chaos.
That's absolutely right. And the guide addresses this tension head-on. It advises a blend of empathy and rigorous efficiency.
Okay.
It's about prioritizing their needs and staying organized. Things like scheduled regular check-ins and used a tracking system to monitor progress.
Systems are key.
Definitely. And what's more, to manage similar concerns efficiently, they might even group similar concerns together in workshops.
Okay. Group sessions.
Yeah. This isn't about depersonalizing things, but about leveraging time and expertise strategically so that when a one-on-one is truly needed, the advisor can bring their full focused attention to that student. It's about working smarter, really, so they can care deeper.
That's a great way to put it. Hashtag tag outro. Yeah. Wow, what a deep dive into the world of academic advising. We've peeled back the layers to see that it's far, far more than just signing off on forms, isn't it?
Absolutely.
It's a dynamic role that requires incredible communication skills, profound empathy, strategic problem solving, and a deeply proactive approach to supporting student growth, both academic and personal.
Yeah.
It's about being a guide, a problem solver, a connector, and maybe a catalyst for independence all at once.
Indeed. The insights from this guide really reveal that effective guidance, whether it's in an academic setting or, frankly, any other personal support role, is built on a foundation of deep institutional knowledge, yes, but crucially, also adaptable communication, a commitment to fostering independence, and the resilience to navigate genuinely complex human situations. These aren't just job skills, they're really life skills.
Yeah, they really are. So as you reflect on this, maybe consider this provocative thought. How might these core strategies, from tailoring communication to fostering independence or proactively identifying challenges, be applied in your own life? Whether you're navigating new territory yourself or perhaps supporting someone else on their journey. What was the last time you truly sought to understand someone's underlying resistance rather than just delivering advice?
That's a challenging question.
Or perhaps, how can you become a more effective advisor in your own professional or personal circles, applying some of these, nuanced techniques we talked about? Keep exploring, keep learning, and keep